It's been an interesting year for me. Overall, I'm not too upset about the outcome of this year. This year has been just flowed. It flowed and it just did what it had to do. Towards the end, I feel as though my paradigm has shifted significantly, more so towards the end. Not too long ago in the fall time, like early fall, I had stopped smoking, and I feel like that's played a role within the trajectory of the closing of this year. I'm pleased with the outcome. Of course, it's been unexpected, twists and turns and whatnot. It's just all a matter of just flowing, how you flow and how you move. That's one thing that I've been able to internalize. You know, in recent times, I had just recently stopped inhaling smoke, and I just noticed, of course, the significant change within my body, within my mind. And I've learned to not only overcome, but also accept addictions for what they are. Try to just admit and accept what things are for what they are. I remember just being on and off, you know what I mean? Like consistency. One thing that I had to learn and internalize, the concept of consistency. I don't think stopping is the hard part. You can stop or start something. It's not a matter of one of those two buttons. It's a matter of prolonging it. You want to prolong it. You want to prolong it to the best duration as you can. That was quite of a task for me until recent times. What helps me remain consistent and prolong on my tasks and duties? Knowing of why you're doing that, knowing of why you do what you do. Like, what is the purpose of it? What is the point of it? Because if it's no point to it, then it's no point. It's no point to persist on. It's no point to do it, or to be consistent, or to stop, to go or stop. It's no point if you don't give it purpose. You gotta give things purpose in life for what you do. That way you don't have a reason to give up. I met my counterpart. Really, really good sis to me. She's been on a similar path as me. That's what really helped. Seeing someone that's on, a path, looking forward to embark on as well. Like it helped significantly. Your circle is extremely, extremely important. Who you're around influences you. The environment you're in, it influences you significantly. So I've spent a lot of this year, I was able to spend, for the most part, isolated, like a majority of the year. Like, I've been able to spend more so isolated, even up until now. I only have a select few people that I'm able to share myself and my life with. You don't want to just share your energy or give yourself to any and everybody. Not everybody's for you. Not everybody has your best intent. I see it because I put myself in that predicament. I put myself in that space, whereas this is what I want to be, so I'm going to be around this. I'm going to be around people like this. Like, if you're just around the same energy, it's like nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. If you wish to implement consistency, then there needs to be some form of change within your routine. It all starts with change. I know it's hard once you establish a certain routine and just getting out of it. But if you really want it, you gotta know why. You gotta know why you want it. You gotta know why you want it. If you don't know why you want it, you don't know why you're doing it then. So you need to know why you're doing certain things, for what. And it's easy to forget, but then again, it's like you shouldn't. If you forget what you're doing and why you're doing it, then it's just not important enough to you. It must not be important enough to you. It might just sound good, but like, is that what you really want? You just gotta be honest with yourself. Like, yo, I have addictions. I'm addicted to this. I can't live a day without this. I need time off of this. I need more time into this. So keeping it real with yourself, being honest with yourself, like, for what things really are, stating things as what they really are. You don't need to cope like, hey, well, it's not my fault, it's because da-da-da. Like, you don't need to place yourself into victimized coping mentality. Just be honest with yourself. Like, I can change in this way, in this aspect. I'm right here in this aspect, and I want to be right here in this aspect. Like, just be honest with yourself, and that just changes your conception and your perception significantly. There was a lot of things that I didn't like about smoking. That's just one thing. But, you know, it's a lot of things that I didn't like about it, but yet I kept persisting on consuming it. Like, it got to a point where my vocals were just getting extremely damaged. My vocals were aching, like, when I would inhale. My eyes would dry out and bag up. I'm losing my voice. My lungs and my throat is clogged. My nose is stuffed. I feel like just foggy. And it's like we can feel these symptoms and yet we ignore them, while simultaneously complaining about them, while simultaneously doing nothing about them, while simultaneously not accepting the concept for what it is. It's addiction. No matter how you want to put it, like, okay, you might not feel like it's harming you, and that's you, you know, you might not feel like it's harming you, but the reality of the fact, it's just a matter of the prolonging of your consumption and the consistency of your consumption. And when you weigh it out with, you weigh that with your lifestyle. Like, how is your lifestyle? How are your assets? Weigh it with your priorities, basically. And the priorities be fucked up. Like, priorities be down. Like, for a lot of people. Just one example. I remember, like, I had to take this test for the road. I had to take this test for the road. I felt about twice. Yeah, I felt about twice. And I remember at that time, like, my head was just foggy. I might have even dapped up before taking it. And it's just like certain things like that. You need to come whole. Like, you need to come as yourself. This is important. You don't need to alter yourself within major priorities. So I got to a time where, okay, I was off for like 2 weeks. Face started clearing up. Brain started, you know, unfogging. Next thing you know, boom, I passed. I was successful. 1 month later, moved on to the next building or project. Next month, it just kept on rippling. And it's not to say if you, like, consume smoke, like, okay, your life is just gonna go to. It's just a matter of just weighing your priorities, just in general. Just balancing everything out. Because a lot of the time, like, you know, priorities don't be balanced. And we're just not focused enough. And it's just too many distractions. And then, like, you're losing. You're losing property, your assets, your monies. Your value's just gonna continue to go down. You're not sharp. You're not there 100%. And that's how I felt. And I could keep it a buck. Like, yeah, like, I wasn't there. You know, at that time, I wasn't there. But I'm just excited to just go into a new phase. See where this takes me. Find a new dopamine. Find your new form of dopamine intake. Find something else. Find a new rush that's more healthier and more fulfilling. Work out, train, cook, anything else, music, learn something new, learn an instrument. Basically get a hobby. Right here I got some berries, raspberries, wild berries, orange juice, coconut water, and cinnamon. And right now, I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna get me a nice little workout. I'm gonna just bring y'all with me. This one came out, but I just decided, like, okay, let's make a video. Oh, snap. Okay. Alright, let's make a video. But I really love y'all. To the ones that's still here, y'all still watching, I see you. I see you, and I appreciate you. Let's go. Sometimes, like, you gotta just cut shit out. Like, you gotta cut shit out. You gotta cut people out. You gotta cut out these environments. You gotta cut out these old habits. Like, that's all. Come on. That's the recipe. Like, I'm telling you, like, bro, before this year even started, bro, like, I already I knew what it was. I knew what it was. I'm like, yo, like, I'm not having this. These people is out. This is out. This is out. Like, yeah, you gotta do it sometime. Like, you feel me? Like, you gotta do it sometime. That's just how it gotta be. Like, you can't have shit leeching onto you. Like, I'm telling you, that's what, like, really helped play the role within the overall outcome of the year. I had to cut out ganja. Did I expect to? Not really. It got to a point where, like, I never expected to become as, you know, as consistent and dependent on it. And then also I had to observe like my feelings, like how I felt when, say, the cravings did arrive. Like, I noticed that I was at a vulnerable state emotionally. That's when the craving would kick in, like an emotional turning point. That's when I would feel the need to consume it. But it's like, that's the worst time to consume it, because it's like, now you're just numbing it. It's not necessarily, you know, consulting it or making it really any better. I wouldn't really recommend that. I would recommend just going through the motions, you know, as your whole self, you know, not your altered self. Going through the motions as your whole self. Go outside, go out in nature, go to the gym, go for a walk. It's way better therapy. So let's see, I'm gonna just hang on this bar for a little bit. Alright, let me stop playing. Let's go through the monkey bars. I'm gonna do some hangs. Just get on with it. Yeah, I play too much. I just be having fun for real, man. I ain't finna take this shit too serious. Stay on the path. Stay on a mission. Stay up. Yeah, you see how, like, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I just got so turned up just being here. Like, just being here, I get to move myself, my body around. I get to increase my overall well-being. This is me live. You can see how just me from being in the vehicle to exiting out here, like, you just see how just, like, how this is the representation. My mood has significantly increased. You can see it. Seriously, like, I didn't even do too much just now. I didn't even do too much. Ooh, that's all it is. I'm so excited for what more that I gotta give y'all. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. But if you found this video insightful, interesting, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as it helps. Until then, click on the next video that you see on the screen right here. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, happy New Year's to everyone.